Hello, my name is Ofer from Best for Garden. Today I want to show you a new patent, something really great and wonderful that can help you get better crops, save water, um, and do a lot of things for your trees or plants. Let me just show you what it is. First of all, as you can see, it's made from recycled plastic, 60% recycled plastic, and it's black inside, as you can see, grey silverish outside, got these grooves. And let me explain to you how is this wonderful things works. The way it works, the first thing how we use it is you just around the plants when you're planting, and then you cover the edges of it with some soil. It's gonna look in the end something more or less just like that. Of course, this is just for the demonstration, but that can be everywhere, wherever you want to plant your tree. What this thing does, clearly it's gonna take all the rainwater through these grooves and get it inside. That's the first thing. And it's also, these grooves are actually designed to collect dew, and this dew, people sometimes think it's not a lot, but it can be essential, especially with what it does with this dew or rain, even little rains, even if it's once in a few weeks, even if it's 2 minutes rain, all of that goes just inside this area. Once it goes in, it can't go out. Whatever evaporates from the soil around the plant is going back into it because of this groove, because of the inside, because the way it's designed from inside, it will get it all back. So that was the first few thing it does. So it saves a lot of water. Just imagine yourself, how many times did you actually see wet soil and you came after a day or two, it's all got dry, even there were no plants in there, it's all evaporated, and these things can use all the water that evaporated into the ground. So the impact with the water is massive, but it's not just the water, it's quite a lot of other things. This very wonderful, clever thing. It's black inside, it's designed to prevent weeds, so no more weeding around your plant, around the tree. In commercial places it means less herbicides. In some places it means no need to use streamers. Streamers are not really good for the plants. They sometimes will hurt and damage this part of the plant and trees, which are crucial for the trees. So with these things you save all the labor that's coming with maintaining that area around the plant. Now this is not all, it's quite clever things, got quite a lot more to do. It's a patented product that been researched by professional researchers, professional agronomists, professors, that this is their job on a massive groups. We're talking about hundreds of trees, and they were amazed with the results, because they thought first, okay, a bit more water, but they did some experiments that both groups got enough water, and yet the results were amazing. So what's actually happening in here? A few more things. The first thing, as you can see with the color of it, it might reflect some more light in places you need more light. So that can help more photosynthesis, but also the area inside it, and this is what all these researchers, they really had the interest to see what's actually happening inside, on the soil inside. And just like with mulching, the first thing is that the roots growing up to the surface of the soil, probably up to about this level inside it, and they can get all this air, and this air helps the plant to grow better and faster. In addition to that, it's the temperature. The temperature inside is usually about 1 or 2 degrees warmer than outside. So whether it's at night and it's slightly warmer, so the plant can keep growing and keep doing all the chemistry that it does inside. Whether it is when the winter comes or the cold temperature coming and it's slightly warmer in there. That was another surprising thing that happened, is that they actually found that in one experiment many trees died on a frosty night, young trees, and all the groups, there were 2 groups, all the groups that had this tree Water Maizer, they were all the trees were survived, they were fine. At the same time, all the other group, 100% of them, they all died. So sometimes this extra bit of 2 degrees can save your trees, your plants. What else? What other impacts it's got? It's actually keep lots of microorganisms, the better conditions inside, the fact it's well watered, the fact it's better temperature. It helps all the microorganisms to develop and breed and be well inside, and they cooperate with the plants in certain ways that plants can grow bigger. And now just to explain to you, because it's, I'm talking about all of that and what it does. There was one experiment that it shows that plants that had it, and we're talking about hundreds of plants that had it grow so much faster that they actually reach twice the height of the plants without it. At the same time, they had bigger diameter, nearly twice, and 3 times more leaves in average. I'm talking about big groups. Now it's depend the plants, depend the temperature, depend where you're doing it, of course, but this impacts them everywhere. But this is it. Now I want to just let's go generalize all these things and say what impact it can have in the garden, and how can we actually benefit this thing. What's the benefit for us? Okay, let's say you're on a trip, you go for a few weeks, only been 5-10 minutes rain here and there in these 3 weeks. With the Water Maizer, the plant will get all of this rain right inside, nothing will evaporate back, and it can live really well with this amount of water. So you can come back from your trip, from work, maybe you've been busy for a few weeks, you came back, and there is no damage to the plant is not dry, didn't die, it's still fine, it's still growing fine, just because of this thing. So I know some of you already think, okay, so how much it costs and how do you work it out, So before I go to the cost, I want to say these things can last about 10 years, at least 10 years. We can guarantee 6 years. I think at least 10 years that will last. It has massive impact on, if the tree is 5 years old or 10 years old, that it still have its impact. I know some people would like to save the money and the cost. They would like to transfer it from, let's say, trees that reached 3-4 years, move it, use it again with younger trees. So you can actually move it every year if you want, or you can leave it there. Obviously the cost per year or cost per plant will be much less if you keep using it every year. prices and what else we can do with it, or why. If you have remote places, it's far away, it's you may have some, or someone may have some plants which are far away, off-road or whatever. It's a bit harder to reach them, and you can't reach them very often, so this thing can help you take care of them. If you compare it to a watering system, benefits, of course, it doesn't cost as much as watering system if you haven't got any and you need to start from scratch. This is give the whole solution. It's got no water bills, no burst pipe or any problems. All you need to do, as I showed you, is very simple. Prices, they are about £12 in the UK just to start with, but the price goes really down with the quantity, so if you need 10 or more, the price goes really down. If you think about commercial growing, the price is a fraction of that. The price is really low, so you can use it for commercial growing. If you have a farm, forestry, any big scale, any large scale project you have, there are even in the UK there are even grants to it, so you'll get it really for low price that will help you grow and get the benefits of it. One more thing, I think this can change the whole economy of growing things. If you have an apple tree, every garden should have an apple tree. If you use that, it reduces all their labors. If there is a farmers, if you know any farmers, you want to suggest it to them to start grow more fruit trees. Now they can do it. It will save the labor, it will save the cost, and for this year there are grants for it. So that's all. Hope it will help you. Hope you're gonna grow more, better, enjoy it, have fun outdoor. Thank you. Okay.